We're going to be on for about 15.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, viewers. We're ready to go live with you again. We're going to be here for about 15 minutes or so, just checking in. We will be returning. We're going to take a few hours break, and we're going to be coming back at 9 p.m. Pacific time, and that would be 12 midnight Eastern time. So that will be, we'll just be here for a few minutes, and then we'll be coming right back. Right?
Okay.
So neck and neck, Rick Scott and Bill Nelson. That hasn't changed. It looks like Democrats have picked up a few seats. They're getting closer and closer to control of the House of Representatives. We knew they probably would win, and it seems to be going on due course for the Dems there. Wow. Can you go ahead and read that for us?
Yeah, in the U.S. House, 103 are for Democrats and 99 for Republicans.
Okay.
So if this trend continues, it looks good.
Yeah.
Palm Beach County's coming up. They're way ahead for Bill Nelson, but whether it's enough overall. Osceola County.
Well, they're looking at Florida counties. Are really, really close. Senate is looking like right now we got 38 for the Dems. They are very much in play, it appears. Florida is still completely in play. I mean, it is just a few hundred votes between the two of them. Gillum is a few hundred votes behind DeSantis. I don't think that that's necessarily telling us anything at this point. It's just a small percentage of votes have come in. Yeah. It is too close to call. That is a very interesting state of events.
It's funny, when I read on them, I actually bailed from that reading saying too close to call, too close to call. And I just gave it to Gillum in the end, but we'll see what happens here. So Laura Kelly has beaten Chris Kobach. Go look to comment. Error, try again.
Yeah, but that I think is my message. Yeah, it might just be that it's not really quite enabled. It does say we're live.
It says we're live.
Okay.
Can someone speak to us?
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Yeah. I wonder if that thing is just not disabled. Here, I'm gonna try to send myself a smiley face. See what happens. Error, try. Oh, it's giving me a variety of smiley faces. Okay, well, I'm seeing my comments. Maybe everybody's gone to bed. All right. That's not worry about it. We'll just keep it going for a couple more minutes here.
Can we just look at the three dots?
Let's try the three dots. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to tell us anything. I think this might not be really enabled, right? Well, let's take a look at Kemp. Now, Stacey Abrams is getting a bit closer. It might be that they just took in those counties that were more conservative, because she is definitely getting she's like 15 points up against him.
I just caught up with that figure. She's only 9% behind him now.
Yeah.
She was 30% behind him before.
This could be really a good state of events. Yeah, it's very possible that the more conservative counties are counted first. Early voters are generally more conservative. So don't give up hope on Georgia.
Can you just try top chat and see what it says? Because we're not getting your comments, guys. May not be. There's all messages. We want live chat.
Okay.
Okay. Can you send us something, guys?
Something's happening here. It's live.
We think we had a wrong thing up.
Frankenstein's monster. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Looks like you guys might be up in a moment. Looks like Dems are moving much closer to the control of the U.S. House. I'm getting pretty certain that I am feeling a bit more relieved that that is the state of affairs, right? Control of the House means we control the subpoenas. We can continue this investigation, and we know how much how important that is. Look, if we're going to convince these super conservative people, we do, I think, have to demonstrate. We have to bring up all this evidence and go through it bit by bit by bit. Oh, here you guys are. Our chat's back on. Yes, thank you for the praying hands. Yeah, trying to chat. Yes, you're succeeding, Steph. Right. Let's see.
Georgia did not have cards. I think it meant cards for black voters. I mean, the fact she's so close now, it's only the cheating is the difference.
Really? Yeah, really.
Wow.
Okay.
Predicting
They're predicting House on NBC. Yeah. Okay. So you have
voting
three
machines had issues all day.
Okay.
Not surprising.
So somebody's telling us we have 3 chat rooms. I hope this
really?
3
Hello,
streams,
hello.
3 streams aren't running at the same time. But yeah, voting machines had issues all day. So Bounding Spirits, maybe you could tell us where you're from. Let's see. We're being joined from Vegas, Nevada. Another win for the Pennsylvania House. Yes, Pennsylvania, go. Yes, 95% chance, according to NBC, of taking the House. Let's see. Oh, Cheryl's from Richmond.
Sorry, just a second. Kansas, another Democrat.
Another Democrat winning Kansas.
Davids.
And is Sharice House?
Davids.
Yeah, is she a House winner? House. Okay, yeah. Fantastic. So we're getting closer and closer in the House. Wow, you guys are phoning in from everywhere. We got Texas, North Carolina. Hello, America. Right, we're glad you're all here participating. Oh, Pennsylvania, yeah, just Chrissy Houlihan. Dean Phillips in Minnesota has just apparently won. They're calling that one in Minnesota. House 3. Max Rose in New York has won House 11 seat. Looks like a member of the House. He's a Dem. So we're getting closer and closer to control of the House. Kansas, Pennsylvania, Minnesota, all coming in for Dems. We only need 11 more seats for the Dems to pick up the House, right? The very, very key factor in the future. Remember, this election may just be key to the next election as long as we get these subpoenas, these indictment powers underway. I think we are going to do very well in the next couple of years. That is, the left will be able to show the truth about some of these Republicans.
Oh, great.
And I feel like that worked. I mean, when Manafort was found guilty, even by some very hardcore Trump voters, when they were forced to view the evidence of his malfeasance, that's when, I think a lot of things turned. Just before the Kavanaugh hearings, it was looking very good for the Dems. You can expect the next 2 years is going to be nothing but we're bringing up all this negative information, which Trump is going to have difficulty playing down as he did before, right? So 113 Dems for House, 107 for Republicans. That's what we're seeing here on CNN.
Lamb is rocking in.
Lamb is winning against Rothfuss. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Connor Lamb. We like Connor Lamb, right? We do. I forget what we know about him, but we know something really nice about him.
He's ex-Marine, I think.
Yeah.
He's one of those new Dems that I was talking about who's coming through the military and going, why are we fighting over there for this when kids are suffering and hungry here and the schools are so bad? And all
We're looking at 1-3 Dems, 109 Republicans in the Democrats in the House. So it looks like they are taking the lead. I'm not sure if this is the projected. I think this is what CNN is projecting.
Trump will fire Mueller or Sessions tomorrow. Yeah, for sure. Expect these to be rocking in. But don't worry, Mueller has it in hand.
He's got it all under control. Man, that guy is no dummy, right? Even if they got rid of him tomorrow.
Yeah.
All those indictments are still going to go through.
Yeah.
I think actually it's kind of a temptation for Trump to fire him.
Yeah.
That will only make it look worse.
Yeah.
He's not going to get away with anything. So I think that I also think there's one great thing about America is that it seems like there's these annoying delays, but time is on the side of justice. The more that you delay these movements around, the more time it is for the truth to come out. And I'm not sure that Trump could just go in there and get rid of him. I think it's going to be some maneuvering to get rid of him. And then, they can't really get rid of a special counsel directly. That would be pretty tough. They can try to starve them. But you know what? They already made these investigations, right?
See, also, don't forget, Mueller isn't in charge of prosecuting. He prepares the case and then they go to the courts.
Right.
So if he was sacked in the next few days or the next week, the cases just go out.
They just go out, right? And Trump doesn't have the same reach in the Southern District of New York that he does have over the Senate. He can't stop those things from happening. So he can be prosecuted for embezzlement. His children can still be prosecuted. And I don't think there's anything he can do to stop them. And imagine, you're Ivana Trump and you're put in a position where you either have to turn in your dad or maybe spend the rest of your life in prison. Yeah, that's a good. It's going to be pretty tough for people to choose sides. I think the next. We feel pretty confident the next round is the people sort of surrounding outer rim of Trump. The good Goldstones, Rob Goldstones, the Mercers, these kind of characters were sort of tertiary figures. Those might be the next several indictments, just practically speaking. And then after that, he'll really go for the jugular. So, going after his kids, going after people who have a lot to tell him. I mean, they're not even talking to Rob Goldstone, which means that he is the target, apparently, right? Now we're looking at 113 in the House for Democrats, and wow, it's a tie. It's tying for Democrats, Republicans in the House. Still, this is pretty good. Virginia, Wexton is leading by 10 points over Comstock.
Where is she?
She is, I missed it, Virginia. Now, Ojeda is a few points behind Miller in West Virginia, right? So that's somewhat disappointing, but game's not over. We don't know how they're counting those votes. Anything could come about now still. Okay, now we've got Dems 113 to Repubs 114 in the House. It is almost tied. These things are rolling in by the moment. Right now, remember, this is CNN calling them.
Cruz declared winner. Someone said no.
That may be in a county. We're looking at that may be just one county. We're looking at numbers that are showing very different ones from what you guys may be reporting. Dallas is way ahead for
yeah.
O'Rourke.
They're still counting Texas. That's a county vote, guys, not the state.
Yeah, I think
vote.
you might not necessarily be saying.
Yeah, because I'm looking at O'Rourke on 75 to 23, so it's a county. So
is this a little bit delayed? There could be a bit of a delay.
Yeah.
Do you want to refresh it?
No, let's just leave it.
Yeah. Okay. According from where we're watching, and this might be a few moments delay here because we had to pause for a moment. In Texas, Pennsylvania governor's a Democrat rear hearing. Let's see. Right. Okay. So Suzanne Walker keeps saying that Cruz wins Texas. Maybe she's watching MSNBC.
Oh no.
Right. House is definitely going Democrats. Right. They're actually saying, hey, why don't you try New York Times dashboard to see. Don't get depressed. Don't get depressed. Look, it looks like it looks like Texas is doing pretty well. We've almost got control of this House, at least from where we're sitting right now. We may be just a few be finished away. Yes, Beto looks pretty good. It's not a shame. So that some people are calling way too early, right? A few minutes ago, delete in Texas. That's what we're getting. Yeah. Gains in the House, according to this, is New York Times, right?
Yeah.
8+ for Democrats, 1+ for Republicans. This is probably a little bit delayed, right?
This isn't. This is live.
Is it live? Okay, this is live. All right. So let's see. Anything we can call?
No, Georgia race. Kent's still up by 10. Cruz has a narrow lead.
At 1.8. McCaskill in Missouri, she's the Dem, right? And she's actually looking up at 3.7%. That certainly wasn't expected. Menendez is way up in New Jersey at 10. Tennessee's Blackburn, we expected that. But Menendez is a surprise.
Yeah.
Rick Scott looks like he's just this much, 0.08 up. Again, this is according to New York Times. It looks like Indiana's probably a done deal. I don't think we were surprised.
Wisconsin looks to have a Democrat in front by 4.7.
Yeah. Okay. We are seeing a few positives for Republicans, but they are mostly very, very, very small. Too close to call as a win. Kemp does seem to be up, but we do not know what counties are being numbered right now. Montana, John Tester is up almost 9 points. That's looking really good. But the Menendez is actually a key race. I am a little bit surprised that he has done so well. Menendez was under some scrutiny a little bit of time ago.
And when do we start to hear about the more central states?
I think that it's just going to be a few hours, Lena, before before we get there.
Because we're following Kirsten Sinema in Arizona.
That might not happen in years till 2 in the morning, right? Let's see. Some polling places are over, according to Cindy G. Some polling places are over. It looks like Beto's doing quite well.
I don't think Texas has been called.
I don't think Texas has been called. You know, we're seeing a few people say that these races have been called. I'm not sure where we're going with that.
I'm going to go back to
Okay,
CNN.
you want to try CNN again? I don't see anything wrong with that.
We'll just have a look.
Yeah, JDB saying we don't know about Cruz for sure. Houston and El Paso votes are not in. Those are the ones that are going to help Beto O'Rourke and other more city-type deals. Oh, wow.
The Rick Scott, Bill Nelson still neck and neck. But it will probably go to the evil Rick Scott. What else have we got here? Oh, that's them. That's what they're doing.
Okay. It looks like Kristen Sinema.
Oh, I was just talking about her. She's ahead. Only 50% of the vote counted, but she's ahead.
By a point.
Over
Martha McSally.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a key race, too. We were really interested in Arizona because Arizona is one of those states where if we got a senator, it'd be a big, big plus. John Tester is way ahead in Montana against Rosendale. I'm not sure that was a big question for that one. I think that was pretty much what we knew, but it's nice that he's above them. 7 points. Certainly, I'm not looking at any big, big disappointments for Democrats right now. It seems like there are close races, but nothing, you know, there's no huge wash. There certainly is no Republican wave right now, I'm thinking.
Heidi Heitkamp has gone down. I think
she has gone down. Yeah, she's 41.8, whereas Kramer is at 58.2. You know, don't you kind of feel, I mean, again, this is a Young Turk's opinion, that it's the sort of centrist Democrats who have not done as well?
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I called Kevin Kramer.
Did you?
In my records.
Unfortunately, she was correct. Unfortunately, sometimes our predictions come out really, really well. Hawley seems to be really...
Josh Hawley. What?
He's Republican at 60, and he is really beating McCaskill. That is, it's going to be maybe a little tough for her to come through. And viewers, if you are all like inclined,
I picked Josh Hawley.
Did you?
God.
Yeah, if you guys are all
doing really well.
Feel free to
with the Republicans that I predicted would get up.
Feel free to tell us about what you guys are feeling out in the polls. You know, here we are in Australia reporting sort of what we're seeing, but we're not seeing what you guys are seeing.
NBC just said
control of the
Cruz
House
up a bit with 79%.
It looks like we just got control of the House, right? Okay.
Sure?
One of the viewers is calling it that way.
Okay.
We got one at the moment. Okay, it's not over, but it does look like 121 in the House over 124 Republicans. Remember, this was a very difficult challenge for the Republicans because more Democrats were in difficult places, and they seem to have done at least as well as can be expected. We're getting from CNN Democrats moving very close to control of the House. Control the U.S. Senate, right? It does look very good. This is a victory, even if it is a minor victory, it will be the victory that we need to keep up the pressure, right? It's very, very, very important. Don't underestimate the need that we have to continue these subpoenas for the investigation. That's what's
And Leanne was saying, expect recounts too, you know.
Good.
Particularly.
Yeah. So somebody's pointing, you know, Republicans really did cheat at this election.
Yeah,
that's clear.
filthy,
I think that's clear.
Filthy cheating.
Okay. Yeah. Sue is pointing out lots of retired military people in the Dems. How interesting. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so we're just going to delete a few trolls here. Right.
Well spotted.
Yeah, okay.
How can we move that?
That's good. That's good. Okay.
We had a longer list before. Can
we
pull that down?
Can
you pull the whole thing down if you lock onto it here? Just try. No, your bit, Dave. Can you pull it physically down?
I can't. I don't know. Unless you can.
Let's just see what we can do.
Technical difficulties. Right.
No, I can't move it.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened, but Maybe if we click down here.
Maybe if we just go D, it will go off.
It was there before. It was just lower.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all we go.
All
Good
right.
day, you say. Okay.
Yeah, good day. Yeah, the terrible things that were happening at individual polling
we
stations.
don't know. I mean, how much of they were, how much of this, we don't even know how much of this is manipulation after the fact, I have to say. Okay, according to NBC, thanks to ex-lover, according to ex-lover, the DNC is calling the control of the House for the Democrats, right? Everybody, I hope you can sleep a little bit easier tonight.
Oh, no one will be sleeping tonight.
I don't want to be sleeping a wink. Well, after 5 cups of coffee, I'm not sure we'll be sleeping for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Let's see, still looking at Beto.
Yeah.
We're still wondering what happens. Democratic control of the House, according to Linda B.
Beto for president, regardless. Yeah.
Oh, and here's Citadel wins. I always like to hear from them.
Love Citadel.
Yeah, only part of the way forward. Blatant vote suppressions. We have to deal with the Dawsey results, and she's asking, stay positive.
Yeah,
we're totally down with you, Citadel. We are totally down with staying positive. Look, this is all about our learning. It's all about us being excited and coming forward. Look at the community that we've created right now.
Yeah, exactly. What a way to do the elections.
What a way.
So, guys, we're going to just take a break now for a while. We're going to come back at
9 p.m. Pacific time, right?
9 p.m. Pacific time.
And that will be midnight Eastern Standard Time if, like us, you're not going to be sleeping all night.
Which is a couple of hours away. So we're just going to have a break, and we are so coming back. So thank you. Hang in. So join us again in a couple of hours. We'll be here.
We'll be here, right?
And we'll know a lot more.
Take a deep breath. It's all going to be okay. America's a great country. This is a great world that we live in. And eventually, it will all work out. If you get really stressed, just say that to yourself. It really does help a little bit to understand it. Put this all in perspective. Now is now. Now is now.
And spread the word. We'll be back in 2 hours.
We'll see you soon.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Yeah, Kramer got up. God, look, I'm actually doing well with the predictions, I have to say.
And what were your predictions? Good for Dems?
Well, both.
Really?
I mean,
was it like a 50-50 or?
Yeah, no, I've done pretty bloody well.